Hello, my name is Paul Michaud and I'm the CEO of Proceve. In this video, we're going to talk about the collaboration features that we've built into our products. So the core of the collaboration inside Proceve software is built on top of a robust messaging framework. This framework and messaging has a rich set of security capabilities within it that allow us to control access to the various messaging properties, topics, channels, etc., with a fine degree of control. In addition, we designed it to be highly scalable. We've actually tested our software with a number of topics, in excess of 10 billion topics, and as well as handling millions, even billions of messages per second being thrown at it. It's really just a function of how much hardware we have. In addition, it's highly flexible. We can configure things in lots of different ways. We can handle lots of flexible aggregation of messages and things to provide a rich set of capabilities that most other collaboration frameworks can't handle. One of my personal pet peeves, in which we've gone to a lot of care to be able to support, is channel management. We actually have a very rich framework for handling channels and providing for a lot of complexity, etc. I personally hate, the way channels are handled on a lot of other messaging products. Finally, topic management. Again, we've gone to great lengths on this. As I mentioned, we've designed and tested so that we can actually handle massive amounts of topics and very rich structure in the topics. Currently, we're using this messaging to actually supply a fully integrated messaging chat functionality within our product. And this messaging background is actually used for other aspects as well, and it will include allowing for collaborative work on things like diagramming and drawings, whiteboarding, and pretty much anything else that we want to share within the product in the future. So let's talk about channel management. Like everything else inside our software, we take the stand of sort of a top-down hierarchical approach. So instead of just allowing channel A or channel B, etc., like most other products do, channel A can actually have a whole lot of sub-channels, which can have sub-channels, and which can have yet more sub-channels. This allows you to organize things by topic and then subtopics, etc. And it just provides an awful lot of flexibility. And you can do this as many levels deep as you want. There's theoretically no limit, and you can have as many channels as you like with theoretically no limit. We've tested in excess of 1 billion, and we've tested to 7,500 levels deep. We figured that's more than enough. So let's look at the structure of a channel. So at its heart, a channel has a set of authorized users associated with it. So if it's a direct message channel, there might only be you and one other person, or you and a small group, or it could be open to an entire project team or the whole company, etc. But anyways, each channel has a set of authorized users associated with it. Channels have a whole set of conversations that can be associated with a channel. So it doesn't have to be just a single conversation. It can be many conversations within a single channel. And finally, channels are able to be associated with a category. So you could have channels that are associated with user interface discussions, or, accounting discussions, or a marketing campaign, or whatever you want. And you can associate them with that. The core of the collaboration inside the channels is the conversations. And conversations themselves have a number of properties. At their heart, conversations are a whole collection of messages. Just like if we're texting on our phone, you're having a chat with a friend, you've got a whole lot of messages going back and forth, and we manage all those messages inside a conversation. We know who replied to who, and all of that is tracked in the context of the conversation. In addition, conversations are also associated with a topic, and we'll talk about some of the topic capabilities in a minute. Also, conversations can actually be about a whole bunch of subjects. For example, if I'm talking with my friend, we might talk about one subject now and a completely different subject later, all in the context of a single conversation. And messages as well can be associated with particular subjects. And finally, like with the channels, conversations have a set of authorized users associated with them. So, if a conversation is within a channel, it is not a given or not required that everybody who has rights on the channel also has rights on every conversation in that channel. Theoretically, we can control this with our infrastructure separately. So we can have a broad group of 1,000 users have rights to a channel, but for example, we can say only these 10 users can see this specific conversation within that channel. So we have that capability. Topics. Topics are sort of the heart of how we slice and dice all the information inside of our systems. So topics have a really rich structure capability to them. So you can have topic A1 like I've got here. I can have a completely separate topic A2, A3. I can go to topic A10,000, 10 billion, 10 quadrillion plus. It doesn't matter. And as I said, we've actually tested massive numbers of topics in the billions, when we were designing our system and such. In addition, topics, like everything else, can have subtopics and more subtopics and more subtopics. We've actually tested over 7,500 levels deep on the subtopics. In addition, the way our system works is we can actually create a conversation or a channel that aggregates topics. It can aggregate topics along a hierarchy, for example, and just say, I just want the messages that belong to topic I and the subtopics of topic I. And we can actually create a conversation or a channel that will aggregate all of the messages and discussions from topic I and its children, or we can slice things across it, or we can combine multiple topics and subscribe those into a channel. And our system is capable of doing all of that. So it provides a lot of control. And we use this, in conjunction with all of our artifacts. For example, every single artifact is its own topic. Every artifact has at least one conversation associated with it, with one topic, and those can actually be aggregated up. So you can say things like, we'll be able to support things such as, I want to see all comments on all of the tasks related to a particular piece of functionality, and our infrastructure for the collaboration will eventually allow us through the user interface to aggregate that and provide it in a single stream. And this is going to provide an awful lot of power, and we're hoping that over time we'll be able to continuously evolve the user experience such that we can make that power available to the users, to get the maximum benefit out of it.